So hello, this is a video showcase to showcase the modular system of my model and to showcase how it print well and stuff like that. So on the left I have like the sniper setup, the gunner setup. So we have the main body, you have the different head, and you have the different weapons. So it's gonna be show better on the render of course, but I'm gonna showcase it afterward how I can use weapon on top of them, on glue them, I guess. And this is a sword release with a bunch of head, of course, with the sword release. There's a weapon and the different body, of course. Like I said in the description, like most of the troops are modular, so you can choose any head. So if I like this combination of head and body, hopefully focus, yeah. So it might require just a bit of understanding depending on how well how the support goes under the head. Basically, you just can glue it here, at that spot. And if I don't like this head, I can choose this one, for example, and I can put this one if it can focus a bit. It's very hard to show you guys, but yeah, with just a point of glue, it's gonna fit well, and you should not see a big of a seam. And you can choose the weapon. Of course, I mean, in this render there's only sniper, but for the weapon, I'm just gonna showcase with the sniper here. And you can choose any kind of weapon. It just fit in place like that. Okay, mine should have a. This one is not cleaned properly. I know. I printed recently. Let me show you if I another weapon with the one kind of assault rifle, I guess. So here it fit perfectly. If I want some kind of yes, some kind of flamer or something like that, should be used as a flamer. But again, it doesn't stay in place. You still need glue, of course. So you can swap weapon unless maybe you are a mad lad and you want to add, I guess maybe super tiny magnet. But I think it might be impossible anyway. But with the modularity, you can just reuse this bunch of bodies and a lot of head and use this one. So you have 8 poses, and the sergeant don't have like the modular head. Sometimes I do some hairstyles that is glued to the body because it would be impossible to do a better hairstyle that is not close to the body. This one I could have been done, but I was like still testing the workflow, I guess. If you want to see better details. And you have this one, which is like long hairs at the back too, so it was like impossible to be easy to like swappable head for that kind of head. And also it's human variants if you like those ones. The mayor release, because I have a patron and a tribe, the mayor release was like another set of sniper guards, and it was only human variant and was the normal poses and also quick pose, I guess. And this one's gonna add new weapon to the field, to the setup, because I still plan to make on other weapon rifle weapon choices for them. Here's another choice. So this one I'm working on spear guards anyway, if you want to follow what I do. And I'm gonna add a bunch of new weapons for, and it's gonna come to Kickstarter later, of course, but it's gonna be like way later, I guess. So depending on what you want, you want the pre-release on the full Kickstarter release to make sure that it's what you want. So this is the rifle part. This is the sword part. You have the different swords to showcase. I'm gonna just grab a small one, I guess. Those big ones there, I don't know if anyone want to use them. It exists if anyone want a wonky blade, just super long blade. Just be careful with those. those are very, very small. It's center point, like this sword chain sword stuff, like those are very thin. You can break them if you want, if you don't like the design anyway, but it can print, so just be careful when you remove the support. It should be like very good support because I paid about 300 to make the support, so you should have no problem. Just have like make sure your machine is well calibrated using the cone of calibration if you want, or any kind of method of calibration. I'm gonna showcase with this blade. I don't plan to make other blade right now, but maybe later because I'm not a fan of sword, I guess. So I'm gonna take, I guess, one body. And you have like the handle, and it grew. I'm gonna try to orient it better to the camera, yeah. And it glue like that, so you have 2 points where you can glue. So the tip of the handle, the pommel, I guess. I don't know what's the name in English, sorry guys. And the base, and you can choose the weapon. So let me show you how goofy it can look with like the super long chainsword, but I mean, if you're into it, and I guess I kinda like this head. So I guess I can do. No, this set won't work because of the, it's like in the way, the sword is a bit on the way, so sometimes with some pose we don't have choice with a lot of heads, it depends. So I guess this kind of hairstyle with very short hair is gonna work better. But it's difficult to show you when it's not glued like that, but it should work better because it just go behind her head, but might not work with all hairstyle. Of course, it's difficult to have like all hairstyle and all poses modular. I think it's already a good addition to my models that you can choose weapons head and you can choose other head. You have of course some surgeon weapon here, a surgeon head. So this one, or a bit more love into the modeling of the hairs. This one kinda crazy with very long braid. Might not fit like all model. I guess it could fit. It should be with like, I don't know where the post goes. Maybe it will, yeah. Well, this model is a surgeon one, so it head fit perfectly with the pose. But it should be possible, not like on every pose, but you should be able to use it on like this model if you want. So using a head of another release on another guest troop, and you have like your long rifle with long braid. So it fit perfectly to here. So if you don't like all the head, or you have like a head you really like and you want to double take it, I guess you can do it. Sometimes you have some surgeons still with this, like this one have long hairs. She's come with the head attached, so you have no choice, and it's very rare now that I do that, but like it came with this sword that is included, of course. That's a modified version of like the normal sword, and she kind of handled it like that. So it means that she posed on it. Of course, if you are a bit crafty, you can use like any kind of sword and use like any kind of green stuff of milliput or any paste you want to do an effect on it, or put it in a rock and have the same miniature with another sword. Or maybe you just want to have another thing on the hand. You just can't choose the head of that one. Okay, does that make sense? So of course my release for Kickstarter are a bit delayed because I want to make sure like all the render are done, all the print are done and well. It's from my tribe and my mini factory, but I still want to release at a cheaper price than when hinting in the store. The Aurora Vanguard miniatures are all compatible to Kaiser. So I mean, it's a theme army you can choose. Here I printed like the other release, So it's gonna be like after this Kickstarter, I'm gonna do a new one for those girls. I only printed the Recon Squad unit because I don't have resin like right now. My mask does not work anymore, so I needed to buy a new one. But like, if you like other kind of head, that's a surgeon head. Be careful with this one. I wasn't careful to remove support, basically yank it, so I break some of the hairs. But that's my fault, guys. If you like those hairs, for example, you can use. So that's the third release that you for next Kickstarter. You can still use those heads. And if you really like that one, you can use it on another model. And here is for with like your demon girl with a sniper if you want it. And I don't have the other release, but basically you have always 8 head with 8 surgeon head or more or less, and the surgeon head can be used for every model. Which head I like in those? I like that head too. I like that my choice. Yeah, I forgot to remove a mini support. Oh, well, here goes the head. So you can put like other release head on those model too. And you don't need like an infinity of poses for those guys. I mean, most of the time you have the same war pose. It's meant to be troops, or maybe you really like a pose. And you can do a quick like big army with a lot of different heads that is not the same and with not the same weapons. So I think you have a lot of value here, maybe. I hope you like it, guys. So it was maybe a long showcase also to show you the model, to see how it works. For the sword girl, you have model with 2 swords and 1 sword. So this 1 sword is more like you're using a longer sword. She is 2 ending here. Put the sword, a little bit of glue on the 2 parts. Should be easy and strong enough. And I guess I can use that head with dreads. I'm gonna show you very well. And I can choose to do that configuration. So that's it, guys. I hope you like the showcase. I mean, it's more like if you have doubts or if you have any question, you can put message in the comment or on the Kickstarter, of course. I think I'm showed what I wanna show. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, if you have any kind of question about this model, if you want to see the new releases, like you have those one or the recon unit. So basically it's like small guns, not the triple gun. Like they have no like guns on as pistol, but like you have. If I take a normal pose, not a sergeant. Yeah, this one have a tail too, but like anyway. You can choose any kind of weapon you want. So those are very small gun, and it's attached to the the plate on the arms, and it's attached on it. It's a little bit fiddly, but it attached well. It's not gonna be perfect. It depends on if you print very accurately, because the tolerance is very small. But you have like 9 weapons and like another set of weapons, because after that was a heavy shield. No, it was a heavy weapon, and you have a zero shield unit. Another set of sniper. I'm working on spear right now. Anyway, you have a long run of them with a lot of traverse head, like a pack of head too if you want. Later will come, and also wings and stuff like that. So hopefully it goes well, and I still can work on them when if I like record enough money to still continue this adventure with you guys. So I guess thanks for watching till the end if you're still there, and thanks for your support as always.